Hello everyone, it's a Real Talk with Matthew here on the dog room. Had a pretty productive day. I was off today, so I got to work Saturday. Went to the gym this morning. Went to an AA meeting. I ain't been to one of them in a long time. I've been doing my Bible stuff because I'm just more into that now. You know, the big book is what I call the Bible for Dummies. And it's time for me to expand my knowledge of what's going on, which I already knew some of that stuff, but like the AA is what I need at the time. I still got friends in there, and I'll sponsor somebody if they're needing a sponsor, but I'm just not going to many meetings I used to. You know, it works for a lot of people. Some people, there's a couple people in there talking about they didn't believe in God before they went in there, so now you know it teaches you to pray. It teaches you it gives you baby steps to become a Christian. Some people just stay in there and they never get into the church. You know, I had one of my buddies actually tell me he didn't want no more of the Jesus videos. That AA's works for him. I said okay. I had to. Anyways, we had to figure out some way of not getting them sent to him, and I sent him today and. I just really wish he would have listened, because the big book it teaches you how to become a Christian. That's what it is. That's not the end all, the begin all end. It's not everything in the world. Like that book, it gives you a good start, but it's not the full thing. Mainly the book of James. That book's mainly the book of James, you know. You know, and like last night I was able to, one of my friends called. She was my best friend a long time ago. I don't know, a few months ago. Like we was best friends for I don't know, about 6 months. I was glad to hear from her, and I just really wish that that I had approached whatever situation differently. You know, sometimes you can say stuff and it's hurtful, and you don't even mean for it to come off that way. You don't mean for it to, you know, sometimes you get feelings involved, and feelings is like, sometimes it's just best to hold them feelings back and don't even like address them sometimes. And I'm learning more and more about that, you know, as life goes on. There's a lot of stuff that I regret over the years. You know, I've learned lessons from, and like, I guess I learned a lesson from that. Just don't tell nobody how you're feeling. It just sucks to be stuck in that. That's sort of the way the world is now, though. It's best to just keep stuff bottled up and don't talk about it, I guess, or just let stuff be the way it is until it's something different. I don't really know. It's that's one of the biggest regrets I have in my life, really, is the way that I handled that situation. And there's a lot of stuff that I've just been stupid with over the years. I grew up being a hellraiser. Not always. When I was younger, but from about age 20, age 18, 17, age 17 to about 25, man, I was out of control, bound for hell, bound for prison, bound for death. One of the three things should have happened: hell, prison, or death, and I escaped it. By the grace of God, I escaped it. You know, and I was able to run into my friend Nick tonight, Nick used to be he was my second sponsor, and he's the one who really got me when I was really wild out, because like the first sponsor only lasted a month, so he was sponsoring me for about a year. So he sponsored me pretty much that first year of my sobriety. Man, I was so much to handle. He actually told me, go find another sponsor, I can't deal with you, or something like that. It was something agreed about, go find another sponsor because you're just too much. And I feel like I get too much for people sometimes, and I don't mean to be too much for people, but it just happens. You know, I'm getting better. It's been a slow process for me to heal and for me to get better. And hopefully one day I'll have it figured out how to address. I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever happen. Like, Jesus was the only perfect human being on this earth, and they crucified him. It's just, life is hard, and like certain situations, like, I mean, I deal with situations every day at work that I'm able to control and handle for the most part. I don't know. It's just hopefully. I don't know. It's like some friends will go away for a while and then they come back. Like my buddy Greg, he sort of ghosted me for like a long time now. He's back in the habit of like checking on me every day, and calling and talking on the phone a little bit. About 6 months ago, I got ghosted by him. Pretty much, he got married, and I understand it, but it's like, Jesus, you can't just stay stuck up her butt the whole 6 months. But I guess he did, because now he's actually reaching out and talking, and that's good. Good. He's like I've mentored him during a tough part of his life. He mentors me. We mentor each other. Hopefully, the friend I was talking about, maybe stuff will get back to at least some type of normalcy again one day. I don't know, because that's a big blow losing that. I did it to myself. I did do it. Sometimes it's just best to keep your damn mouth shut and your feelings bottled up and don't say nothing. And I wished I had done that. I'm not trying to cry. It's just, over the years, my sister's birthday was the 22nd, a few days ago, and I was like putting groceries up at work, and I was writing 122 on every damn box, because we label them when they come in, so we keep them rotated. And I didn't even think nothing about that until my granny called and said, "You know what today is?" And all I could remember was writing 122 on every one in boxes. My sister died Jesus, I don't know, it was like 2001. 2001, but she was born January 22nd, 1985. So she'd be like 38 years old, or 39 or something like that. She lived to be 17 years old. A drunk driver killed her. And a lot of years I go by, and I try to put that out of my mind. That's how I dealt with it. I think Mom and Dad still deals with it a different way. I don't really know how they deal with it. I know that I don't know what it's like to lose like a son or a daughter, because I haven't got one, so I don't know what it's like. I don't know if I'm hoping I never get to see that. I hope maybe one day I have a child. I don't know if that's ever going to happen either. And I'm going to be okay if it doesn't. So whatever God has in the cards for me, I'm just trying to be a servant of God and do what He wants me to do, and live the best life I know how to live, and try to spread the gospel. And it's hard. I mean, even with the music I listen to sometimes, it's like it gets me riled up. Movies I watch. I seen a movie the other night that had me stirred up a little bit, making me romanticize about the days past. I ain't gonna mention what was going on in the scene, but it was something that had me like, man, I wished I was there at that house right now with them people. They was having a good time, look like, but I know it's not a good time. I know it eventually ends up not being good. Like, it's good for times and periods, but for me, it wasn't never really good. If I want to really be truthful with myself, that's not what God wants us to do anyway. He wants us to be good and sober-minded, where we can think and have a connection with God, because I didn't have no connection with God when I was out getting high and drinking. And I don't know, just pray everybody has a good night, and I want to thank all the viewers that views this show, because it's not very many. This is a show I just do, even though I know it's never going in. It don't look like it's going anywhere. I can't say that it's never going to go nowhere, but it's appearing like it's not. The other shows are up and down. I just did a cooking video today. I did some southern smoked mussel chowder. It was really good. My buddy Richard was over here today. It's another person that, I was real close with at one time. People come in and out of your life for seasons, and some people just never come back. I've got some people that I don't never want to see back in my life, because that means my life isn't going so good if they're back. I feel like it unless they turn around and do better. But there's some people that I wished was in my life that's really not no more. And I don't know, people just change up. I try not to change up on people. I guess it happens to the best of us. And y'all have a blessed night. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a good night.